Good morning again, welcome to our channel. This is Green Thumb Philippines. So today I will show you how to make a pot or bonsai pot or any flower pot. So I'll get this sand and this cement. Actually my ratio is 3 parts sand and 1 part cement for this project, because if you use a pure concrete, it's so heavy for your pot, so heavy to leave off. So you have to mix this thoroughly and get your mold ready. Actually I bought this mold for about $2 here in our place, and this is the upper mold. And before we proceed in our project, we have to cover this with use oil or any engine oil or any oil that you have in your home, your garden or whatsoever. And we have to cover this the entire mold, even the upper part and the lower part, because reason for this, to loosen our mold from the hardened concrete. Because if you don't put some oil, it's so hard to get out the concrete pot. So you have to cover this with oil or any used oil. Many people say, or many subscribers say, why I'm speaking English, because I have a lot of emails and a lot of comments that I have to speak in English because they cannot understand Tagalog. So I have to speak in English and even Taglish, so that they can understand, even though my audience or my subscribers from India, from USA, from Canada and other countries, especially in Malaysia and Singapore. So that's why I'm talking in English. So I'm covering this with oil, the entire part. So after this, I'm going to pour my concrete mix, 3 part sand and 1 part cement. So I have to tap this before I proceed to my project, because if you don't tap this concrete mix, there's a lot of bubble at the bottom. So you have to tap this a little bit, or you can use a rubber mallet or any tools. Just make sure you don't break your mold. Me, I'm just using my bare hand to get the bubble out, and then add the remaining concrete to your mold, and then put the upper part of your mold, and just make it sure that your upper mold is in the center. So you have to put some stones in here to stay the center part. So I'm putting some stones. I'm using stones or white stones. Sometimes I use sand. So where's my other stone? So there it is. And make sure your concrete mix will level this upper part of your mold, and just make sure that your mold is in the center, the upper mold, and then give a little press to hold this level of the concrete mix. I'm putting a lot of stones in here, so it will stays for about 12 to 24 hours for the hardening process of this concrete mix. And then I have to put some more stones. So there it is. So I have to find the center of this upper mold, give it a little press and give it a little twist, and give it a little tap also. So there it is. So now I find the center here. So we have to wait for another 24 hours to be hardened enough to get out the concrete pot. So after 24 hours, this is the result. So you have to peel this off carefully, and then we have to turn it into upside down to get out our concrete pot. And this is Chetan. It's so perfect for me. There it is. There's a little four beautiful pot or bonsai pot legs. So the only problem is we don't have any holes, so we have to drill it. So as you can see, there's a lot of corbs, a little bubble. So you have to bore in here, make a drill in here, here, and here. So project is good, and then for this time I have to add some water to double the time or to fast the curing process, because if you don't put some water, the curing process is so long. So I have to fill this with water to double the time of the curing process. Actually, it will take about 4 to 5 days for the curing process to be completed. And then after 4 to 5 days, this is the result. Actually, I made a lot of them. I make 5 concrete pot with this. So for this, thank you, and then bye bye.